Hello 7th class students, how are you? Hope you are all fine and studying well. Today our class science unit 9 heat and energy. Heat is the degree of temperature. Matter. Already you know what is meant by matter. Matter is made up of tiny particles. These may be atoms, ions or molecules depending upon the substances. These particles are constantly moving. For example, in a metal bar, they are vibrating. If the bar absorbs the heat energy, the temperature rises and the particles vibrate faster. The particles have more energy. Scientists say that the internal energy of the bar has increased. If the bar flow cools down, its internal energy decreases. Next is heat. Heat is the result of the movement of tiny particles called atoms, molecules, or ions in solids, liquids, and gases. It can be transferred from one object to another. The transfer or flow due to the difference in temperature between the two objects is called heat. Next, what is meant by the conductors and insulator? In conductors, electric current can flow freely. In an insulator, it cannot. Metals such as copper, gold, silver, steel, and seawater. As you can see in the following diagram, these are all electrical conductors, while non-metallic solids are said to be good insulators, having extremely high resistance to the flow of charge through them. Most atoms hold on to their electrons tightly and are insulators. Examples are given below: rubber, glass, oil, diamond, dry wood, and so many. The next is methods of heat transfer. Heat energy is transferred in three ways: conduction, convection, and radiation. First is conduction. It is the transfer of the heat energy in the form of heat or electricity from one atom to another within an object by the direct contact. It occurs in solids, liquid, and gases. As you can see in the diagram, how the water warmed. This happens because the molecules at the dip end gain the energy from the hot, start vibrating and pushing the molecule in front of them. On gaining the energy, these molecules also start vibrating, and in this way a chain reaction is set up and whole water become warm. Next is convection. It is the transfer of heat from one place to another by the movement of the fluids. It is usually the dominant form of heat transfer in liquids and gases. As you can observe in the diagram, how the cool water becomes more dense and thick, while hot water less dense and water rises due to convection current in nature. There are different forms are involved: wind, monsoon wind, thermals, land and sea breeze. First is wind. Hot air from the earth rises and cold air rushes to the takes its place. This moving air is called wind. Monsoon winds are convection current winds which blow due to the difference in temperature between the land and the sea. Thermal. The upward current of the warm air that rise by the convection are called thermals. The air in a thermal can rise at a very great speed. This can be of great use to birds and humans who fly by gliding because they can use the thermal to gain height without using any of their own energy. The last is land and sea breeze. The difference in the temperature between land and sea during day and night. The third transfer heat method is radiation. It is the transfer of the heat energy from one place to another place without particles being used. It can travel in space because it is not carried by moving particles which need a medium to travel in. The earth is heated by the heat radiation of the sun. The heat travels through space and reaches the earth. Thermoflask. A thermoflask is a device which is used to keep the temperature of a substance fairly constant by reducing the transferring of heat that might take place by conduction, convection, and radiation. A thermoflask consists of a double-walled glass bottle which has a vacuum between the two walls. The inner sides of the wall are shiny. The mouth of the bottle is closed with a core or plastic stopper. The glass bottle is fitted into a metallic or plastic container. Heat cannot enter or leave the flask due to vacuum, which checks the conduction and convection. The shiny surface reflects the heat rays. Anything inside the flask will remain hot or cold for a long time. Next is temperature. The degree of hotness or coldness of a body is called temperature. It depends upon the internal kinetic energy of the molecules of a substance. Kinetic energy, the energy which is produced by the movement of particles. When a body is cooled, its molecules move slowly. When it is heated, its molecules begin to move faster. As these molecules move, they begin to vibrate and bump into each other. In doing so, they push each other apart, and that is how the change of a state in a substance occurs. This also explains the expansion of the solids, liquids, and gases on heating. Next is measuring temperature. In order to find out the exact temperature, as we cannot rely on our senses of touch to measure the temperature of a body. In order to find out the exact temperature of a body, an instrument called thermometer is used. A thermometer consists of a thin glass tube called capillary tube, which has a white bulb at the end. The capillary tube is partially filled with the mercury or alcohol and is sealed. There is the glass case outside the capillary tube which has a scale mark on it. When the bulb is held close to the body whose temperature is to be checked, the liquid in the capillary tube expands and indicates the temperature on the scale. Temperature scales. There are three scales are used. First is Celsius scale. This is the most commonly used scale. It is marked from 0 degree to 100 degree. Second is Fahrenheit scale. The scale is marked from 32 Fahrenheit to 212 Fahrenheit. Third is Kelvin scale. This scale is used by the scientists. Temperature is measured in degree Kelvin. K. Its lower point is marked at negative 273 degree, which is the coldest possible temperature. It is also called absolute zero because it is the temperature at which the movement of molecules the minimum possible. Last topic is types of thermometers. Mercury thermometer consists of mercury which expands and contracts with the rise and fall of temperature. The clinical thermometer is mercury thermometer. Second is alcohol thermometer, which contains alcohol. It is cheap and easy to use. It can measure very low temperature because alcohol does not solidify even at negative 115 degree. It is used in laboratory, refrigerators and in deep freezers. The third is maximum and minimum thermometer. This is used to record the maximum and minimum temperature of a place every 24 hours. It consists of two bulbs and a U-shaped tube filled with the mercury attached with the bulb. And the fourth is digital thermometer. Are the electronic thermometer. They are compact and inexpensive and are used for measuring and displaying the temperature in numeric values with the great precision. And the last is electrical thermometer. The thermometer, the temperature deep inside a furnace or a kiln needs constant checking. Electrical thermometers are easy to read because they have a digital display. The scale is placed well away from the temperature detector. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe, and bye bye.